More, couple more.
More after.
Everybody is starting to size Uriah up, including our own guys. They're starting to see the potential matchup could be in the future. Uriah is the best athlete in the field, and he's the hardest worker. To be a world champion, you only need one of those two things. You either need to be the toughest or you need to be the most talented. He's both. That doesn't mean he can't be defeated, but he is really, really sharp. He's faster than everybody. He's in better shape. He's more experienced. His mind plays tricks on him every now and then. As a young athlete, he's always questioning himself, and that's very normal, but he is so good. He is so good, and we're very confident that he's going to have success, but we acknowledge that he's in for a tough fight. Uriah, as you're visualizing, man, visualize a little bit of adversity, too. Don't always just picture everything going great. You're down a round, you got to come back. You're down 3 minutes of a round, there's 2 left. How do you come back? You start to see those things, you won't get caught by surprise.
I have confidence in my ability where I am with my speed, my strength, my agility. I feel like I'm deadly. I'd probably be scared to fight me, too. When I walk out, I'll be thinking about nothing, about just that moment of us just exchanging blows back and forth. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be me. I wanna be myself. Because once I'm myself, I don't think anybody can beat me.
Cut him off. Good, double. Nice.
Excellent jabs.
Hey. Let's go offense on him. Circle.
More, couple more.
More offense.
Your winner by knockout, moving on, Uriah Hall.
Adam came out there really confident. I think he really believes that he would win the fight. I thought he was doing really well despite the size advantage or, Uriah's fancy style.
I was impressed with Sella. Sella went right after him. He was striking with him, but Uriah has vicious knees, stand-up is good, his kicks are unbelievable. And he has this way that he moves his body that you can't tell what he's gonna do. Is he gonna kick? Is he gonna punch?
The 10-second hammer comes down. And when Adam finally stood still, Uriah saw an opportunity and he spun and kicked him.
One of the nastiest knockouts I've ever seen in the fight business, let alone on The Ultimate Fighter.
Good fighters find openings, great fighters create openings.
I want this more. I want this so bad because a lot of these guys, they come out here like, well, if this doesn't work out, I got this. Me, I got so much to gain, and I don't think I have anything to lose. I really don't. But sometimes you lose that confidence, and when you lose it, it's like a little drop of poison, man. You let that one little doubt go in your head, and it just affects everything else.
We're done, man.
I wanted to ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
I have a constant struggle battling myself.
That's what I was surprised
I think at one point in my career, I just lost a lot of confidence. And, I have people saying, oh, man, yeah, you're this, you're that. It's different when they see it, but if you don't see it for yourself, I don't think it's worth nothing.
Yeah, I could finish every sentence that you were about to say. Here's the biggest thing that happened to me, is I had lost, X amount of fights by submission in the second round, right around 7 minutes of the fight, dominating up till then. I go, this just isn't physical. I got a mental problem, and I'm finding out where it's happening. So I treat it like an alcoholic, where, the first thing I had to do was admit I got a problem and ask for help. And I went in and saw a guy, a sports psychology guy. One of the huge things that I realized that everybody's going through it. I used to think there was something wrong with me. And I used to be really embarrassed about it. And, you know, I talked to Randy Couture about it. And Randy said that the one thing that he learned is that he could never defeat it. He could never defeat the second guessing or the negative voice in his head. And that he just learned, I just got to learn to compete with it. I can't kill this off. I got to compete with it.
When doubt seeps in, you got two roads. You can take either road. You can go to the left or you can go to the right. And believe me, you know, they'll tell you failure is not an option. That is ridiculous. Failure is always an option. Failure is the most readily available option at all times, but it's a choice. You can choose to fail, you can choose to succeed. And if we can plant seeds and let him know, move your feet, keep your hands up, stay off the bottom, that is the road to victory. Or self-doubt and negative talk, and that is the road to failure. But failure is always there, and it's okay to recognize that.
I mean, if I could leave you with anything today in my own journey through this, it's, one, it's okay, and two, it's normal. And as athletes, and especially as men, as male athletes, we hate to admit weakness, even to ourselves. And when you're dealing with something, you get some kind of a hiccup, yeah, first thing, acknowledge it, like you just did.
From the bottom, holy this guy. Holy this guy.
You look at a guy like Anderson Silva, you know, people defeat themselves before they go in the ring because like, holy shit, what is he gonna do to me? And I guess they have the same thought, like, man, what am I gonna do to them?
Ready, let's do it.
Let's go, son.
Stop!
This kid is f***ing nasty. It's scary in here. He is f***ing nasty. What's that, a fucking book? Yeah.
All right. You're a contender, Uriah, for the title. I'll tell you now, I spent 5 years in that weight class. You're a contender.
The way that this guy knocks people out, you don't even want to clap. You feel bad clapping. It's just, it's vicious. It's quick, it's nasty. This guy is the nastiest guy in Ultimate Fighter history.
Winner by knockout, Uriah Hall.
Yeah. Hey, can he win knockout of the season twice? Yeah. Holy shit. I think he just won $50,000. Yeah.